Three, two, one.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, February 5th, 2019. In this video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin in the midterm, in the long term, and there's just a really main point that I want to make in this video, which is as we are trading around $3,400 in Bitcoin, is it possible to find a sweet spot both on the upside and the downside right now? And what I mean by that is, and we can jump into the charts really to start discussing this, is price range. Potential target on the downside, 30%. We've been talking about it for a while. But could that be a good thing? Could that play into something very good? Let's talk about it in this video. So on the screen, you see a couple things happening. We have this midterm symmetrical triangle that we've been talking about for a while now, right here. We're gonna zoom in on that and talk about it. And then we also have even a longer term pattern, which is this falling broadening wedge, highlighted in orange. These orange lines that I want to talk about. Now, this chart looks kind of bearish, right? However, this could be the clouds before the sunshine. This could be a picture perfect ending to the bear market. And it's just one scenario, right? One thing to anticipate. So let's jump into it. Let's jump into the charts on the 4-hour and look at what's going on. So first, focus your attention on the orange lines. So the orange lines are the broadening wedge, the falling wedge, this longer term wedge that plays into really the symmetrical triangle to the downside. So let's talk about it. Falling wedge, broadening wedge, orange. We have this first touch to the top, a second touch, a third touch. We have a first touch to the bottom, a second touch. This could be a third touch. I didn't note it, but it can be a third touch. Now, for me, that broadening falling wedge as of now is in play. However, I don't think it's mature enough in terms of getting the breakout that I'm talking about to the upside, this positive scenario. So it is true that there might need to be some downside. But to talk about this falling broadening wedge real quick, this is a bullish pattern. I think 70+% is the general rule of thumb for breakouts to the upside out of a falling broadening wedge, especially one of this size, right? And this really could mark and define the bottom of this bear market. Now, playing into this patience discussion, we have this other pattern on the screen, a little bit shorter term. We have the pink triangle that you see on the screen. We have a touch to the top, second touch, third touch, and then we have a touch to the bottom, and then a second touch. So this symmetrical triangle is in play, in my opinion. And since then, since we got this second touch, you do see that we had some bouncing around here towards the bottom of the trend line, and we broke to the bottom. Some people want me to move the bottom trend line. However, I think we had enough time after this second touch right here of bouncing off that bottom to solidify a second touch. So in my opinion, the bottom trend line of the symmetrical triangle has been broken. What we're waiting for now, as Bitcoin consolidates on the 4-hour, you see it there, is to see if Bitcoin makes another run towards the bottom trend line. We always wait for that. Whether it's a breakout through the upside, we always want to retest the upper trend line, or a breakout to the downside, we always want to see if we can retest and potentially break through the lower trend line. That's what we're waiting for now. However, our target for this symmetrical triangle, the height of this symmetrical triangle right now, is a breakout to around this 2300 area, 23 to 2500 area in Bitcoin down here. And we're talking about 30% to the downside. If that happens, that will be a more mature formation of this longer term broadening falling wedge. This right here, if this happens, right? I'm not trying to sound bearish to you. If it happens, for me, this isn't financial advice. That is an extremely big accumulation area for me. So I'm anticipating it. I'm ready for it. Not sure if it's going to happen. It's certainly something to keep an eye on, given the setups that we have right now, and especially we see this resistance at the 50 EMA on the 4-hour for Bitcoin. the question is, and here's the 50 EMA, that's a blue line, will Bitcoin, especially now as it's consolidating, and I'll try and zoom in on this messy chart of mine, you can see Bitcoin consolidating right now just below the 50 EMA with continued rejection. So on this very short-term chart, are we going to see a break to the downside? Time will tell, but I wanted to throw this out there to say that in this bearish looking chart where we might have 30% to the downside still, that could be the best opportunity. This could end up being the best opportunity in 2019 for final accumulation of Bitcoin before exiting this bear market. And this broadening wedge could tell that story if we get a breakout bounce off of that area down here and get that final breakout to the upside to exit this bear market. Time will tell. I don't know. Nobody knows. I'm just throwing out the data for you. Let me know your thoughts. Are you accumulating? Many of you I know already from the comments are waiting for new lows, and you see it on the screen. The potential is there. Time will tell. We need patience. That's all we need. Thank you so much for coming by. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day, and God bless.